Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yamunatiravanachari 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayo Jagannatha, Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jayo Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Prabhus, Hare Krishna Mataji's. Hare Krishna Prabhus, Hare Krishna Mataji's. Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki. So today we are very fortunate and very privileged to have His Holiness Subhag Swami Maharaj Ki. Maharaj is a very senior disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Swami Srila Prabhupada. And I think it's not enough to say that Maharaj was actually a very dear disciple of Srila Prabhupada. To the extent that Maharaj was actually personally trained by Prabhupada for almost a decade. And he entrusted Maharaj with one of the services that's very dear to Prabhupada, that is actually translation of books. Prabhupada identified that Maharaj was not only a devotee, but he was actually a devotee scholar. So you will find that many books of Prabhupada was actually translated to Bengali by Maharaj, because he understood Sanskrit, he understood English, and of course Maharaj knows Bengali. Interesting fact, Maharaj actually studied in the same school that Prabhupada studied, if I'm not wrong, in Kolkata. Right? And he has so many disciples around the world, but one very important point that has endeared Maharaj to devotees is not just these accolades. What has endeared Maharaj to devotees is actually his sustaining purity. In Kali Yuga, you'll find purity actually degrades. It's going down. But if you see Maharaj's life, his purity is actually increasing and intensifying day by day. A very rare breed of Vaishnava who still exists on Mother Earth. So can we have 3 loud Haribols for Maharaj to welcome him? Haribol! 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 Jai Shri Prabhupada Ki.
Oh, you want to? Sorry. That's right. Hare Krishna, please repeat. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Reading from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, entitled The Most Confidential Knowledge, text 14. Please repeat. Satatam kirtayanto mam. Satatam kirtayanto mam. Yatantas cha dridabhrataha. Yatantas cha dridabhrataha. Namasyantas cha mam bhaktya. Namasyantas cha mam bhaktya. Nitya yukta upasate. Nitya yukta upasate. Satatam kirtayanto mam. Yatantascha dridabhrataha. Namasyantascha mam bhaktya. Nitya yukta upasate. Synonyms: Satatam, always. Kirtayantaha, chanting. Mam, about me. Yatantaha, fully endeavoring. Cha, also. Drida vrataha, with determination. Namasyantaha, offering obeisances. Cha, and. Mam, me. Bhaktya, in devotion. Nitya yuktaha, perpetually engaged. Upasate, worship. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Please hear the translation. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. Please hear the purport. The Mahatma cannot be manufactured by rubber stamping an ordinary man. His symptoms are described here. A Mahatma is always engaged in chanting the glories of Supreme Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead. He has no other business. He is always engaged in the glorification of the Lord. In other words, he is not an impersonalist. When the question of glorification is there, one has to glorify the Supreme Lord, praising His holy name, His eternal form, His transcendental qualities, and His uncommon pastimes. One has to glorify all these things. Therefore, a Mahatma is attached to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One who is attached to the impersonal feature of the Supreme Lord, the Brahmajyoti, is not described as Mahatma in the Bhagavad Gita. He is described in a different way in the next verse. The Mahatma is always engaged in different activities of devotional service, as described in Srimad Bhagavatam, hearing and chanting about Vishnu, not a demigod or a human being. That is devotion. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, and Smaranam, remembering Him. Such a Mahatma has firm determination to achieve at the ultimate end the association of the Supreme Lord in any one of the 5 transcendental rasas. To achieve that success, he engages all activities, mental, bodily, and vocal, everything in the service of the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. That is called full Krishna consciousness. In devotional service, there are certain activities which are called determined, such as fasting on certain days, like the 11th day of the moon, Ekadasi, and on the appearance day of the Lord. All these rules and regulations are offered by the great acharyas for those who are actually interested in getting admission into the association of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the transcendental world. The Mahatmas, great souls, strictly observe all these rules and regulations, and therefore they are sure to achieve the desired result. As described in the 2nd verse of this chapter, not only is this devotional service easy, but it can be performed in a happy mood. One does not need to undergo any severe penance and austerity. He can live this life in devotional service guided by an expert spiritual master. And in any position, either as a householder or a sannyasi or a brahmachari, in any position and anywhere in the world, he can perform this devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and thus become actually Mahatma, a great soul.
Say this chapter as the most confidential knowledge. This is what Krishna is telling. Mahatmanusman Bhakti. Oh, it's Bhagavad. Doivi Paviti Astita Bhajanti Ananamasurdatta Buddhadim Mokma. Then saying, Shatatam, and what is the symptom? Shatatam Vittantam. Jatam Tasya Dhiravata. Namasantasya Van Bhakta Nitya Chutta 24 hours engaged. So Prabhupada is saying in the Bhagavad, Mahatma cannot be manufactured. They never stop me. Sometimes you see many Mahatma like that, especially in India. One of them, the very old man, Prabhupada, when he was preaching, he asked later, this wrote to him, now you have sung so many what you wanted, you achieved. Now you are chanting always, why not preach Bhagavad Gita? Message. Prabhupada did not give reply. Get reply back. And Prabhupada said, if you don't do, in no time, I mean, without just sticking, saying without you, what will happen to my country? You don't know. You'll be finished. Very more distinctly, you'll be shot dead. And in no time, that is what happened. You are shot dead. Though still people call him Mahatma. So Prabhupada exposing really his Mahatma. Like that many parents. Many people Harijan. Harijan is not a cheap thing. Harijan means Vishnu, Harijan means Bhakta. The name Bhakta is kind of Sudra. So people are treated, they are treated very, look down on them, so make them stand. It doesn't work. Still, this fight is going on. Look down, may not be that much, must have it there. So here is truth. Truth means you cannot change. Millions of years ago, what Krishna said, a word cannot be changed. You see, that is coming good parampara. This simply be most confidential knowledge, but always think of a devotee, become my Lord. Completely surrendered. Don't have to think anything. I'll take care of it. And there is a doing seriously. Simply in heart. It's not right. They say, strictly following all these things. Strictly following doing sadhana, strictly following four relative principles, Gita, are easy. Little tapasya. Eating, sleeping, mating, economic development. That is, animals are getting without economic development. You may have a better bed, And dog is outside the street dog is outside. If you follow the same thing for his enhancing it, then we are, what is the difference between them and us? Even like God saying, Tapo Dipo, you remember Tapasa. Why Tapasa? Tapo Dipo, but you know, Shatta Shuddha is something. There is Shatta. Having to purify your existence. Now it is not pure. Why purify existence? Come to at least more goodness. What is most of the divinity? The more of passion and ignorance. And ignorance means, Uddham, what will happen to them? Uddham, Gachati, Shaptastha. There was more and more of goodness. Uddham Gachati. Then you have demigods or something. You cannot make it. At least minimum is human, but most of the others' future is full of darkness. Maybe 98% is like this. They are not taught. Nobody cares about what after death where you going. You see sometimes people dying, their face, our devotees' face will feel such a different, distinctly different. I've seen one of our Maharaj, I went to attend, I attended many. He put in Samadhi. Excuse me. I attended other Maharaj. Can you take me in time? And almost just made it. And you see everybody cleaned up, everything, so many things have to be done. He has got a big smile. He's not a big gun in a society. He doesn't right. He's a very old devotee. Purity is there. What I understand. Purity is the force. In a available, they become master or something. Simple at heart. Must be serious or from childhood. They asking the thinking. What does it mean? Giving a smile, it means something auspicious. Yes or no? No?
Yes.
Many others sometimes they may be passing through urine. Why? It indicates, it explains itself. I'm seeing something horrible. Let's give you an example. But this won't happen to a sincere devotee. He's gone, at least they will get human part of us. All that, higher planets. Why not make it one life? That was very serious. Utsaha. Others have to be enthusiastic. Nishya, determined this very life, I got it. An example that we associate in Srimad Bhagavatam, lot of great devotees present there also. Doesn't matter about you are a Gyasta. In ISKCON, Gyasta is maybe top position in GBC channel. And because GBC means best Vaishnava. This is what I understand. Time has changed, so I don't want to detail it. Too many things can say. And Baba said, look, I have come here to make perfect Brahman. Without becoming coming to more of goodness, there is no question of spiritual. You must control your mind, control your senses, do little tapasya. This is tapasya. Winter, to get up early. In Mayapur sometimes, people come, oh, very nice, Baba said. to live here, right? I've never gone, nor I felt like this. So blissful life. Oh, but can we live here? No problem, yes. I become Bhakta. What you have to do? Start saying, moment after the four relative principle, suddenly we see, doesn't seem like listening well. I say, tell little tapasya, get up early in the morning. 4:30 is the arati. Can you get up 4:45? Thinking. You can understand. After what? See you. Can understand. There's simply things sleeping, nothing. Simply a coat, pant, nice clothing, hawk and dog. If you live like a dog, attached to dog, next life you can think of what you need. Jan jan bhapi sharan bhava. You practice Krishna, antukale chomamayo. Giving dance. You see many of you sometime in the movement, so I don't have to elaborate. Let us see the life of Narada Muni. How he was, come from what background? Son of a maid servant. Mother is serving the sadhus. He also following the mother. He also washing lips, cleaning their dresses, clothes, everything. At the same time attending regular, listening from pure devotee's face directly. It is very powerful. Sususu saddhananasa. Adu saddha must have some saddha. What is saddha? Saddha saddha vishwas kare. Sudhira nishcha, not dhira. Strong faith. Sudhira. Strongest faith. Very helpful. Krishna Bhakti, if you simply mold your life in Krishna consciousness, you don't have to give importance to anything else. Krishna will take care of it. Or Guru. Don't think of I want to go back to God, you don't know. No. And Guru will take care. Just follow the instruction. Sadhu, Shastra, Guru. These are infollowable. But we are followable. Krishna is Achyuta. Narada Muni's life, Bhakti Siddhanta life, Bhakti Vinod Thakur's life, Upa's life. We have got many come from that sort of background. Yes or no? Huh? Somebody yes. Somebody. Not poor. Somebody rich. Anybody can become pure devotee. Doesn't have to be a ordinary disciple. Doesn't have to be a guru. Doesn't have to reach educated, scholarly, anything. What Narada Muni was? Simply listening, having strong faith in them, attached to them. One life became an associate of the Lord. Of course, this to inspire us. So we should associate with the topmost devotees like this and present day Ramachacha, Jamunachacha, so many other churches like. We can see depending on time, place, circumstances. Narada Muni saying, I was very attached to them. I was not used to pray at that time. I didn't used to talk anything. Oh, little boy, Prahlad Maharaj, little boy Dhruva Maharaj, 6 months, but really, Bharat Maharaj, old bird, but young at that time, son of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Rishabdev. Under whose name, India was named Bharat Varsha, Bharat. His father said, Nayam deho deho bhaja niloke kastan kaman bilujam. Tapodipam putraka. Again, This is little tapasya. But for them, common people, this fourth thing, as you find, very, very difficult mentally. Yes or no? No meat fish, no illicit, no gambling, intoxicant. At least, kutta. Knowing that it will bring fatal to life. Now many are not still I see this. One day I was in Pushkar, so I saw some young boys. He said, excuse me, where you come from? He's died. He seemed to be like college student or something, university. Yes, what is your interest in this place of India? This is not a well-known place. For some people who have got interest, you know what is famous for this place? No. It is famous for selling and buying cattle, especially camels, as a place for pilgrims for the sadhus. You see the beautiful lake, you see. Yeah. What interest you have got here? He said. Laugh and say, at once, I understood. She are not in our country like that. Our country is strict, punishment. In India, you go to Haridwar, you go to Rishikesh. So many foreigners, many of them go to for this. or maybe Kashi, other parts, Kathmandu, Peshawar, Pakistan for this. How did they come? If once you are addicted to it, very difficult to give up. Anybody in touch. So you say, everybody is more or less a person habit. And it's called me give up your deal. Why? What's wrong with you? You have to come in mode of goodness. Peace, nothing about this world. You carry on doing this. Okay. But ultimately, if you're serious, you must pay for it. Anything you want valuable, you must pay the price. It's not material world we are cheating. You cheat yourself. This happens also. History of the movement, tell them. I don't have to tell. History tells itself. History repeats. Now it's considered how many years I am seeing. Just 70 to 25. How many years? 55? Huh? You know, in 55 years you go through, read the history of ISKCON. Not official. Little old devotees you ask. Here and there you go through research. What Bhagavad said, who took it seriously, still you see some of them. Others, but many did lots of service, you don't think of. Krishna reward them. If I am not in the limelight, who cares? If I am dear to Krishna, that is what matters. He may be a flower having fragrance, not in the city, equivalent again, but in the forest, still his smell is being carried by the wind. And God knows, and you get it on. No. Going to Krishna, going to Radha, going to spiritual master, or going to go to Krishna. And they will recommend, here is a nice boy, he's Krishna, please take it. I am not so much for affection and this kind of God. Please, you must hold Krishna. We simply have to do that. You know not to become sannyasi, that everybody. But still ISKCON is giving. People will listen from somebody else, Ganga. external thing. The actual thing is beauty. One is seeing long time, you must have to understand because he is some beauty. He cannot, otherwise, then you will kick him out. Maya is testing everybody. You want to advance more, stronger test, bigger hurdle. Also, listen. As much as you can, do your best. As accordingly, you will be rewarded. Except Prabhupada made those who later join Krishna consciousness because you have got children, make them Krishna conscious. What you are lacking, they will help you go through. That is called Putra. Put. There is another name Put. Because unless when you die, you get Vishnu's prasad. You may go there. Putra, the purpose of getting into family life means to bring in Putra, to bring a Vaishnava son. Who can become Vaishnava? You train him, like Narad Muni or whatever, Prabhupada's father, Gaur Mohandev. From his childhood, take him to the temple, encourage him, do Vaishnava Utsav. Very simple. In Indian families, nothing. People may get, otherwise, Daddy, I want to sell a phone. Phone chatter, more or less like cinema. Somebody, one doctor asking one patient, when you are sleeping, some disease, when you are sleeping, still cell phone is with you, no, Mataji? Say yes. Throw away! You want to become free from this disease. So, we are attached to cell phone. I saw one of our Guru, Ishwan, ask me, again ask me. I told you last time, didn't I tell? Your television, throw it, give it to our relative. Have you done? I liked it very much. I saw early days, eating something. Mom, give me the plate. I am sitting here. Mother, what are you doing? Watching TV. Finish? Not going to what? Nothing so attached. So strong attachment. To give up one attachment, one habit. That's why he's saying, habit is the second nature. Because it's very difficult, deep to get rid of. But you have got higher taste. Everything is possible. Impossible and impossible. Take prasad. You give up. You know. Somnyat, I don't want to see. Still sometimes nobody's there in our mind. Promise, let us go. So, I saw this hotel down this way. Very nice mushroom, roasted mushroom. Did you taste before? What is here? How do you know? He's a Paramahamsa. He doesn't have to do. He simply knows, come here. Where did you go? In the afternoon. Tell. You have to tell. How was I going to Dhyan? Why? Then they asked me to take me. You are taking mushroom. You know that? Oh, I see. But he resisted like she. Because he may be liking him. Same thing to ice cream. Same to many other I don't want to mention. Art. Same thing. I don't mention. Same thing, Bhagavad gone. I never think Bhagavad, as far as the early days, Bhagavad did not say this, but sometimes nowadays, so many new things. Happy birthday to you. Don't mind, I'm not criticizing. Just truth has to be told. And just suppose you are attached to it. And Krishna's birthday. You bring first Krishna's. Maybe another bring laddu. Which one Krishna will take? He will take the laddu. Not Rajala. One place I went, this happened after some time. I said, "Boss, every day I will give you fish or our countries." Prasad. Every day you take it does not become fish time. Even if it's every day Rasagulla, Gulab Jamun, all these things, you feel like this, at least something he what focus rice, dal, sabji, pakora. Then one day in lecture, I told, one day Prabhupada has come and said, I'm hungry, give some prasad. Then, yes, Prabhupada. What I told you to offer to Krishna. Prabhupada, I'm telling this because I'm seeing there's so many changes happening. Of course, they have got to substantiate, they have got argument, they say this. Anyway, Prabhupada said, tolerate and cooperate. So, for the interest of the society, don't stay strong. Did I say you all this thing offered to Krishna? Baba, these are all local vegetables. I say, no roti, no rice. I don't want to say what is there, some again. I'm not like it. Do you have all these? What I say? You mean rice, dal, wheat, chapati, and other such things? Yeah. Can you go get? Go. Over to Krishna. Military. What I say, you cannot stick to something. Huh? What is saying? Another, he said, basic things do not change. And what will happen, I am not saying, it is that. Open the instruction. The minute it is negative, you understand, and what people are saying, you see, and then you be said. So, Prabhupada said, what I gave, do not add, do not subtract. You keep it as it is, everything will go nice. Otherwise, you need anything. So this is very important to maintain purity, maintain standard. Prabhupada wants to make a group of Brahmin, that they have made a Gurukul. So that can build character, control senses, then he becomes sannyasi. Chance maybe he will survive. Otherwise, every step difficult. And brahmacharya, is it not next to impossible to maintain true brahmacharya life? Yes? No. Even if I say Grihastham, please don't mind. Grihastha and Grihami are not same. So if you are serious, you should know. Same thing others are not. And that is our making, we are making our choice of destiny. Be practical, down to that. So that's why what Bhagavad gave, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave, Bhakti, everything is same, not changing. Basic thing not changing. And Vedanta accordingly follow. It seems this college was well organized. Bhagavad has got a whole precise home, carrying like booking of church. Coming 10,000 years, this will go on. We stick to. Seems like ISKCON is a good organization, well organized. And this will go on. Many devotees may come again. Coming 10,000 years. Now Bhagavad gone, how many years? 77, 14, November. 3, 20, 45, say 48, say approximately 50 years. I see 50 years, a lot of change. I don't mean bad, I don't mean good, but a lot of change. You can think of how much to go. Only half a century. Now when you go this after, even most of them I find is 70, 80 between who was this in general. Time is 6, nearly almost 24. Is there some question or comment? I don't want to give big talk and big example. We have to know where we are, accordingly we tell same thing. Otherwise, this Jiva Goswami said this Janavara. Other Acharya said this Nimbak, this means this, but I am not following for relative principle breaking. We will use some scholars. Yes or no? Of course, for a few person names. It's okay. Foundation must be strong. There's many old places we don't see. Yes or no?
Yes.
There are Krishna also writing history. We can write. Maharaj, I did this, I am this, and it's okay what Krishna is writing. In the form of time, impersonal. See how long is this? Where we come from? Again we come. We have to keep up Maya. Of course, Sangama knowledge. Left his body. And going, I don't know, very soon it will be extinct. Vishal to tell. I'm not telling all this thing. Escape from exam. You can take it out. I can tell I don't want to become what my Guru says. So did you digest my books? Bhagavad is complete my book. It will take you whole life maybe to digest. Then quote all this. But not BBT, anything about it. For some it's necessary, that is. I I mean, a schoolboy quoting about calculus, trigonometry, imaginary number, not learn all this. No question.
Anyone has questions?
Please ask.
Very good opportunity.
Related.
No?
Relevant.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you Maharaj for a wonderful class, and you did bring us a very important point that we need to follow the basics. We cannot, and sometimes in our attempts to preach and to share Krishna consciousness, we give this angle of being practical, being open, being flexible, and we also know that we don't want to be very exclusive, that people see us as very special. So we have to behave very normal. So Maharaj, we wanted to just get some of your thoughts here as we try to preach in Singapore in various levels, especially at offices, in Artha forums we call it, or even in the small suburbs in Singapore we do small programs at house. How do we, two parts Maharaj. One is how do we don't appear to be very exclusive and very special, that people feel very distant from us. And second is how we also make them understand some of these foundational teachings which you've been talking about. So if you can share some.
There are different types of people with different background. I think we need to know what background is coming from. Then it helps. Pray to Krishna. Power is, and prayer is very powerful. Krishna, Bhagavad always praying. You see, Srimad Bhagavatam full of prayers. It's not you have to pray page after page, it's simple prayers. And you are not doing, but Krishna is doing everything. So Krishna is within his heart, he is also within your heart. If you are simple at heart and pray, Krishna will keep you inspired and guide you. Desham Shraddha-yuktanam bhajatam priti-purvakam dadami buddhi-yogam tam jinamam pujanti desham vimanukam pattham om jnana-jantam na Swami atma-bhavastu jnana-vipinam je jathamam prabuddhante tam pati-purvakam. Krishna will give you according to you all these things discussed. Makes sense. Makes sense. I may not tell you 4 or 5. I tell you which direction you have. Most of the time you are thinking, I am preaching. Yes or no? Prabhupada did not say that. Prabhupada said, I may have all these things, actually I am nothing of these things. It is very easy to say, Prabhupada sometimes says some disciples, no, you are not locked in his form in a stool or something. Because he does not think, it's just lip service. Yes or no? This is all materialized. I am humble, I am nothing, pray I touch your feet. It's also Hajira. When someone feels how insignificant he is, automatically he will be like that. When he thinks I am not this body, accordingly he will have, as much as he realizes. Everybody cannot have. I want the best. No. Krishna knows what you desire, and accordingly you will get. Makes sense? We should be honest to ourselves first. Yes or no? Makes sense? Anyhow.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you very much for coming to Singapore and making the effort to come here and to give us this wonderful class and your association. you mentioned the example of that the families, they put the children to go to temple from a young age, and you give the example of Prabhupada's father. And I think a lot of us are also trying to do that with our children. My question is, sometimes I observe sometimes in certain families, parents are very trying to be serious devotees, but children are not serious enough or not following. And sometimes opposite, children are good devotees, parents are not. Why this mismatch? I mean, the most ideal is parents devotee, children devotee, but many a times there's a mismatch. Why this mismatching is going on? How do we understand this?
Thank you. That's a good question. Karmana Gayunatyanam Jantatyo Karmana. Whatever you did, our consciousness manifestation is now here. You would not be here, past life you did not do Krishna consciousness here. And your son also. This is general. You go detail, everything is there in Gita. What he did in his consciousness is all recorded. And accordingly he came to your family. And he's doing. And it's not unlikely this should happen. But if you think it this way, we can understand, we can harmonize. You do your best, try to make him Krishna conscious, you and your wife. That's all we can do. And pray to Krishna. If they don't become that exactly what you want, what can you do? Let's pray to Krishna, right? He has got his independence. He has got his nature, inclination. Very difficult to change. But use them, whatever inclination is, can be used in Krishna service. Make sense? Thank you. Yes, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, our Guru Maharaj mentioned that he and you got initiation in London on the same day from Srila Prabhupada.
Narasimha Maharaj?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, same day, same line sitting. His few others, his sister maybe also, and many others.
And he remembers those times and shares that. And he also mentioned that he was very surprised to see an Indian body getting initiated along with the other devotees. So I had never got a chance to.
Hardly Indian there. There are two youngsters there, little before me joined. But they are not staying in the temple like him and me.
So, Maharaj, anything you wish to share from that day of your initiation?
I am surprised he's still doing all this. I see so many gone. He's still there. I could see it's possible. Maybe he was very strictly following that. And his sister also. I don't see her now. They came to India, Calcutta. And she's staying, she's strict. I like it. I highly appreciate. He may not be at that time like others, temple president, this, that, nothing. It's simple about it. Nothing wrong to become in charge, but very risky. You offend any devotee, misuse, abuse your power. You'll pay a high penalty. Both there, you get high position, and still little heavy. Top position, suddenly you are thinking, I belong to this country. And she is interested, happens to fall down. Others may not know, Krishna knows. Nobody knows. Official is official. Actual thing is what Krishna knows. Yes or no? Better think that way. Am I a Brahmin? What Krishna knows. Am I a Brahmin? Am I a Sanat? Am I a Guru? That is real. Makes sense? An official for the purpose of the society have to be down to earth, so harmonize. Makes sense? Hello? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Tata Pranav. Thank you very much for a very instructive class, Maharaj.
I simply repeat what my Guru said and some experience to make it strong for it.
Maharaj, this particular verse that you spoke about, Satatam Kirtayantoma.
It is a symptom of a devotee. That's right. And you are also nice devotee. Chant. This is.
Thank you, Maharaj. So normally when in our limited preaching efforts, when people ask, where does Krishna say that you should chant my name, we refer to this particular verse and say that, okay, Krishna is saying here that chant my glory, chant my name. But then the question also arises, Krishna says, Satatam Kirtayantoma. And you mentioned that Satatam means 24/7. But for all of us who have other material responsibilities, that is not practical, right? So how does one sugarcoat, how does one give the right message or the right understanding in terms of what Satatam actually means? Is it consistently? Is it regularly, without interruption? Or is it necessarily 24/7 as you mentioned, Maharaj?
It simply means, in general, you mold your life such a way that you can always remember the glories of Krishna. It is saying. Makes sense? You are exhausted. Krishna. You always thinking of Krishna. Did your bed, that's all. Life should be molded in such a way, not to think of while you are taking rest, so that you can practice Krishna consciousness in the morning, get up. Unless you are that advanced devotee like a Paramahamsa, even hardly sleep, that will come gradually. You should know. That should know. When you are hungry, you don't ask your dad, am I hungry? Mom. You can feel it yourself. And when you are hungry, you don't ask father, you feel nourishment. Pushti, satisfaction, tushti, kulivritti. Your appetite is not like before, actually. Hankering after, eat some food, eat some food. You don't ask. So Krishna consciousness is like that. And for the interest of the society to expand, you have to give incentive to start. He is doing this, he may be doing more. Maybe he wanted, I also want to give lecture. I want one, people respect me, give him Mahaprasad. Oh, give him sannyas. Why everybody were asking sannyas? Bhagavad. Everybody want to be free, nobody can control you. Oh, I gave you, but now qualify yourself. In other words, if we take it for granted, maybe you have to pay high price. Make sense? One should take the words of the spiritual master very serious. Not, I go. No negative, but down to earth. Sometimes 50 years or so, some devotee asks, what is census? How many are still? Within 55 years, maybe some society, not very, hopefully, maybe 5% still there, practicing. So that is not everything. Because it is important, your character, your purity, your standard. Make sense? Otherwise you have to find ocean. Anyone will collapse. Hello? Any other?
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you for this wonderful lecture, Maharaj. Just now we're talking about honesty. So just my question is, when times are bad, when preaching is going slow, when we are not able to read Bhagavatam properly or daily, then that honesty is there, that Krishna is doing, I am not the doer. But when the times are a little better, we are preaching and we are able to bring people in and reading Bhagavatam regularly, then that honesty somewhere it evaporates in the air that yes, now I am doing. So how to conquer that feeling? Yes, this time I am doing, and when things are not going good, then Krishna is doing.
Is everybody faced, not only you are facing, yeah? Saying I am doing or other Krishna. Maybe graduate because you have to pay the price of time. If you try to be honest to ourselves in a material world, is it artificial? Yes or no? So, to make it Krishna conscious life, that is why this one is there. So it said to take some time to change, which is very deep rooted thing. Overnight, in such a short time, can't expect. We should not give up hope. Krishna is watching. And He will bless you depending on your seriousness. Make sense? This much. Everybody faces this. Not you. We forget to be honest to ourselves. When we are alone, think. One day I came alone, go back alone, Paramatma is there. All watching. Better to honest to Him. Yes, if you know, He will help you. No? Have faith. So now, Arati Nidhi.
Hare Krishna Prabhus, Hare Krishna Mataji's. We're so grateful to Maharaj. You know, there is a concept known as the North Star. Whenever ships go astray, even for a bit, they actually lose track. There are a few North Stars, and one of them is actually Maharaj. And I think after hearing today's class, it is very evident. We may say that we are putting Prabhupada in the center, but we cannot put Prabhupada in the center on our own. We have to have association and hearing from devotees like Maharaj if we truly want to put Prabhupada in the center. Today Maharaj spoke very clearly on 2 points. One is prominence, material prominence versus being a very sincere devotee. And he also spoke about sticking to Prabhupada. And I think this is a very good, heavy, unpalatable sometimes, but a very much needed reminder for every devotee. Maharaj will be here tomorrow for Radhashtami. Radhashtami traditionally is known as the day that we take darshan of Radharani's lotus feet. So people come in the crowds. But our North Star for tomorrow, if I were to say, is not Radharani's lotus feet, but it is actually Maharaj. We will take darshan of Radharani's lotus feet by very attentively hearing from Maharaj. Maharaj was here at 5:27. The program was supposed to start at 5:30. So tomorrow the program starts at 9:30. We should be here before 9:25. So that we can grasp and catch every word that Maharaj is going to speak. Maharaj, we're so grateful that you're here with us. You know, it is not easy. I saw Maharaj climbing the staircase. It's not easy. He doesn't have to be here. He could be seated anywhere comfortably. But he is here for us. So tomorrow we have to be here to hear Maharaj. Prabhu, should we speak about the book? Yeah. So Maharaj is